Welcome back to Edinburgh Fest Live. I'm your host, Samantha Baines, and we're coming to you from Newtown Theatre in Edinburgh, the largest arts festival in the world. We're bringing you a daily dose of the very best that the Edinburgh Festival has to offer. Don't forget, you can tweet us at edfest_live. You can also head over to the website, www.sbctv.co.uk, and you can catch up on all of our previous episodes at YouTube. Just search SBC Edinburgh Fest Live. Now, we've got so much more coming up in the show, but I think it's time for a bit of comedy. So let's welcome to the stage Jason John Whitehead.
Well, it's a pleasure to be at the Edinburgh Festival. You do some stand-up in some interesting situations here. I haven't done stand-up in front of an infomercial table before. So this is the backdrop that I've requested. It's lovely to be back in your village. This is a Canadian accent. I did spend some time living in Edinburgh, and I haven't been back to this festival for like 5 years. But it is nice. I miss your British meanness. You know, you have an affectionate meanness for each other here, which I miss because I live with Americans now, and they take everything very serious. But it's lovely to see the way British people greet each other in the streets. You know, some of my best friends are like, "How was your day?" "Oh, it was rubbish." "How was yours?" "Ooh, better, now that I know yours was rubbish." That only happens in this part of the world, man. I've made a few other observations since I've been back in town as well. I enjoyed your little Brexit event. That was quite fun, especially since I have romantic memories of Britain and I come back here and you guys are rioting in the streets all summer. I've never seen that kind of honey trap. You know, we had a referendum in Canada when I was younger, and the province of Quebec wanted to leave, and it wound up 51% Remain, so Quebec remained. And I watched your Brexit vote, and I remember it was midnight, and it was 51% Remain, 49% Leave, and I thought, okay, this is pretty solid. 70% of the country has voted. And then jet lag woke me up at 5 a.m, and you guys had completely reversed, and you were out of there. I've never seen that. I've never seen that in politics before. Such a shit. I've seen it in my relationships, but I've never seen it in politics. I can think of lots of times when I've gone to bed with a woman thinking, this is good, right? It's midnight. I'm like, we're solid, right? This is Remain. To wake up in the morning and she's Brexiting me. So it's happened, man. Well, this is going to be easily the top 3 most weird stand-up gigs I've ever done in my career. But you're relatively enjoyable in the afternoon. There you go.
Woo, Jason John Whitehead, come and take a seat.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Get your comfy couch with
Do you like all the cushions?
throw cushions. And it's fantastic.
Now, you said that this is one of the top 3 weirdest gigs you've ever done.
Yeah.
What are the other 2?
Ha. Well, I'd have to search my mind. Oh, there's tens. You know what? I've been doing this for a while, so there's probably been 100 weird gigs. I mean, I've been booked for a children's party before, which was a seriously big mistake.
How old were the children?
Booking. They were like 6 and 7. I think they were expecting a clown, and I sometimes use the term clown to refer to comedians, and I don't know how, but somewhere through the chain, somebody thought, oh, I know this clown. And
did you do? What did you do?
Me.
Balloon
I'll tell you what I did. I left. That did not happen. They shouldn't have paid me in advance either, but I don't know if I...
So you left a group of crying 6-year-olds.
Well, no, they would have been crying if I had performed. So
Fair enough.
I think I avoided traumatizing them. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Good choice. So with the Edinburgh Fringe, has that been nicer than a 6-year-old's party? What have you got up to at Edinburgh?
Oh yeah. Well, I love doing Edinburgh. I miss it. It's been a few years since I've done a full run, but I think one of the nicest bit about doing Edinburgh is that we as comedians just get to run into each other because we don't see each other that much in our careers. We got best friends, but unless you live in the same city, you'll see people on Mondays and Tuesdays. But we're all working all over the world, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and like ships in the night. And so this month is great because we're like dogs off our chains at the park. Like, how you been? How you been? Just seeing people that you haven't seen in an eternity.
Because it can become a bit of a little bubble, can't it? The Edinburgh Fringe. With all your friends.
Yeah, complete bubble where you don't have to run for a plane or a train or an automobile to get to the next city for a whole month. So there's a lot of excess drinking going on.
So you were born in Canada. You lived here for a while.
Yeah.
Now you're in Hollywood. Is that right?
Now I'm in Hollywood. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a child of the world. I moved here in 98. So I lived here from like 98 to 2002. And then moved down to London and was there until a couple years ago. Now I live with the Americans.
So what led you to live with the Americans? Why did you leave us?
Well, I've never technically left. I do come back and tour whenever I can. I still spend a couple months here every year. But no, I just had a couple contracts that were offered to me. I had some opportunities in America, and I thought, I'm gonna
love it. But now you're back.
Gonna go for it. Yeah.
Please tell us where we can come and see your show.
My show is at the Liquid Rooms. Liquid Rooms 845, Liquid Room Annex.
And what's it called?
And it's called Full Disclosure, which will also be the name of my new comedy album that's coming out soon, full of jokey jokes. So it's called Full Disclosure, 845. We got a beer garden and everything. So it's a nice little...
Amazing.
Nice
I'm
little
excited
come
to
and
see
have
it.
a drink and come see my show.
Jason John Whitehead, everyone. Woo! Stay on the sofa for me. Thank you very much. Coming up soon, we've got our best celebrity cook, Hairy Mary. But first, another comedian, because why not? It's Orlando Baxter. Hey.
Who doesn't have to do stand-up?
I don't have to do stand-up.
Get away with that, man.
I think I'm lucky, man. That's it. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
So now, where are you from?
I am from Worcester, Massachusetts, which is near Boston.
Yeah.
So,
we
you know
have someone
Boston,
in the
right?
audience.
Yeah. Massachusetts.
Woo!
All right, cool.
Have you guys ever run into each other during your America travels?
We have not. We have never met. This is the
beginning of a burgeoning friendship.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Now that he's seen my stand-up, I know this guy rocks it at 1:15 in the afternoon.
So Orlando, this year's your debut at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Yes, it's my debut, and I'm surviving. I'm having a good time, so...
You're still here.
I'm still here. I came here actually last year for like a week to 10 days, and I did some shorter shows, and I seen all the other comedians, and I was like, all right, this is doable. I think I want to do this. Everybody was drinking and having fun, and then yeah.
So how long have you been going, and why did you decide to do your debut this year?
I've been doing comedy for about 10 years, and really the last 2 years about full time. And I don't know, when I seen it last year, I was like, this is challenging. Because in the States, I never get an opportunity to do this many hour shows in a row. So it was really like, wow, this is difficult.
It's like training at high altitude.
Yes, this is a marathon.
You have
That's
to smash through a few walls.
So So I was just like, all right, let me try it. So I did it.
And is it true you used to be a teacher?
Yes, I was a teacher, and then I transitioned into comedy. I figured I had enough material on the kids. So I taught for 12 years. And
what did you teach?
I was a history teacher, but I have a bad memory, so that didn't work out too long. And then I became I was an in-school suspension teacher, which is similar to your detention room or isolation room.
Yeah.
So pretty much any kid that got kicked out of class, they got sent to me, and I supervised and prayed a lot.
So you're the one that they're terrified of?
No, it's so funny. My personality, as you can probably tell, that I didn't want to do the stand-up.
Oh, right, okay. So
very laid back.
So you're gonna save them, right?
I'm gonna save them. That was me.
So were you dealing with heckles? when you were a teacher?
In the beginning, because they thought I was a sub, and you know how kids are with substitute teachers. They're very, very mean, always like in your face. You ain't no real teacher. You ain't no real teacher, because if you were, you wouldn't be crying. You know, so it was very.
Yeah.
It was tough. it was difficult at first, but then.
Have you cried at all this Fringe? Is comedy treating you better? Have you cried at all this Fringe?
No, I've been lucky. I haven't cried.
You haven't cried.
I haven't cried yet. I've been drinking a lot.
You need to try harder.
That might be the reason.
Drink more gin.
That's.
So where do you get your inspiration from? How do you go about writing your material? Is it all based on the kids?
The majority of it is. I just remember what happened, and I just say that, and it usually works. So, what
are you going to do when you mine those years of teaching and you're finished? Do you have an idea of where you want to go with your stand-up?
Yeah, your show. That's one goal done. But done.
But what other comedians do you think inspire you, or you think that's the sort of career that I'd love?
I'm a big Chris Rock fan, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, a lot of the Boston comedians, so like Louis C.K. and Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace. But yeah, so.
Perfect. Well, where can we come and see your debut show?
I am at the Pleasance Courtyard at 7 o'clock in the attic.
Brilliant. Orlando Baxter, everyone.
Thank you.
So that is the end of part 2. We'll be back with more from comedians. We've got Harry Mary. We've got the news with Suze. We'll see you after this.